Got breaking news out of Morgantown, West Virginia. Hall of Fame head coach Bob Huggins.
Huggy Bear?
Huggy Bear has just stepped down from his post. The 69-year-old head coach spent 17 seasons as an assistant and head coach at West Virginia. He's from Morgantown, went to West Virginia. And fellas, he is fourth all time in Division I head coaching wins. Real quick, can you guys give me the three head coaches in front of him? Real quick. Two of them just retired recently.
That douchebag Mike K.
Number one.
Roy Williams. I'm guessing he's up there.
Oh,
No.
Not top four.
Boeheim.
Boeheim number two.
Bill Self.
Nope.
Shoot.
Is it the guy from Villanova?
Nope.
Nah, it's not Jay Wright. It's not Jay Wright.
He retired roughly 10 to 15 years ago. 2 championships, I believe.
Shoot. What team?
He was in the Big East.
Damn it! I got nothing. Oh, Jim Calhoun. Got it.
Jim
All
Calhoun,
right.
number 3.
Right.
That's your top 4 right there. Coach K, Jimmy Nose Picking Boeheim, Jim Calhoun, and Bob Huggins is your top 4
Damn.
Division I wins amongst head coaches. But there was
Very
an incident in Pittsburgh on Friday night, roughly about 8:30. Police found Bob Huggins on a side road outside of his vehicle. The vehicle is in the middle of the road. He is standing outside the vehicle. Driver's door is open. This is how police found him. He is blocking the road. People cannot come through. Police come up. Bob Huggins decides to pull over to the road and lets traffic proceed. At this point, he decides to do a 3-point turnaround to go the other way. Police turn on their flashes, go up to the vehicle, get identification, find out it's Bob Huggins. They smell alcohol on his breath, and they find that he's got a flat tire, and 3/4 of the tire is shredded. This tire is shredded to the rim. Okay. Police start questioning Bob, old Huggy Bear. Huggy Bear didn't know how he got a flat tire, first off. He didn't know how he got to Pittsburgh. He didn't even know he was in Pittsburgh. Police say they asked him approximately 10 times, "Where are you?" And not once did he answer with Pittsburgh. The only clear answer they got from him was Columbus, Ohio, which is not only 3 hours west, but is in a whole different state.
Good God.
At this point, the police asked Bob to get out of his vehicle, get the hell out from behind the wheel.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So he exits the vehicle and falls back into the vehicle. Okay. He obviously fails multiple sobriety tests where he needs the rules repeated to him over and over. He needs the rules to be repeated to him over and over. We're going to see a dash cam of this here probably in a week or two, and it's going to be pretty funny. But what's not funny is a trash bag full of beer cans was found in the passenger side floor. Trash bag full of beer cans was found in the trunk. A cooler was found behind the middle console. So obviously, Bob Huggins is no longer employed at West Virginia University. This incident is coming about a month or two after he made anti-Catholicism remarks and homophobic remarks, and he was docked some pay and suspended some games for that. We talked about this earlier. He had a DUI when he was the head coach at Cincinnati back in 2004. He 9 months later, resigned from that position. And I failed to mention that the police had him blow, and he blew a .21, which is almost 3 times the legal limit. A 0.21, almost 3 times the legal limit. Max, I'm going to throw this one at you first. Huggy Bear lost a lot of people's respect here.
But gained one person's respect. 0.21 behind the wheel, drives all the way to Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh? What the? How in the world did he get there? How the
He
hell
doesn't
did he
know.
get there?
He could not explain the hours, like 8 hours of his day. He did not know how he got to Pittsburgh. He didn't even know he was in Pittsburgh.
Just kidding about the one person respect, because obviously sarcasm. Man, it's a bummer to hear because I really enjoyed Bob Huggins. Yeah, he did. He has done this before, and he said some bad things that I don't necessarily agree with as well. But it's a bummer to hear. But you know what, man? Like, you got to be smarter than that. Obviously, he must have some form of depression or alcoholism, because I mean, that's just wrong in many ways, man. So I feel bad for Bob Huggins, but man, you got to look. Come on. You're teaching kids. You're teaching kids out there on the court. It's gonna be hard to see whether or not he's even comes back to college basketball.
Wilson, we're just lucky that he didn't crash and kill somebody else,
Yeah.
injure somebody else, injure himself.
Seriously.
We're lucky here. Wilson, give me your thoughts on this situation.
Well, seriously, like that, him being that trashed is insane, and that it happened years ago. I think the Cincinnati one was back in '04. So, like, how many times has he done it in between? Did he do it before '04? How many more
Exactly.
times is he going to continue? Because, I mean, you talked about his pay getting docked for the anti-gay slur, which he was using maggots, but the other term, as you can kind of fill in the lines. But he took $1 million pay cut from 4.2 mil to 3.2 mil. And so I mean, he's got enough money, he'll be set. But this guy, I mean, he is a true scumbag, because he is lucky. Because it said, I think a little bit more in this story, he might have gone to the Taylor Swift concert, because he got pulled over half a mile from Pittsburgh, which was Heinz Stadium. And I don't know the correct way, Acrisure Stadium. But yeah, that's where he was driving around. So he really could have, like, just been driving, and then all the kids come out, and he could have just mowed them all down. It's like, there's always situations where, like, what could have happened, you drunk driving. So thank God he was outside doing whatever the hell he was doing. But to have trash bags and on 2 different spots, a cooler, insane.
It's definitely a problem. Definitely lucky that everybody's safe. Max finishes up here with the fact that he was in Pittsburgh, but thought he was in Columbus, Ohio.
I mean, was he joking with them? Maybe he was just joking around. He was, I'm just coming back from the game. You know, I'm coming back from West Virginia versus Ohio State. You know?
They said, Bob, it's June.
June? June, I just met her last week. Oh man, it's hilarious, but obviously at the same time, this is very serious. And whatever happens, you know, you gotta own up to it, Bob Huggins, which he did. He stepped down. He stepped down in West Virginia. He's owning up to it. So that's the good news. But whatever next happens, I hope you just learn from the situation. That's all I got for you, Bob Huggins. You're gonna be missed. You were fun to watch on the court. You were a good coach, but bad decisions off the court.
Bob Huggins, the 4th winningest coach in Division I basketball history.